What's that out there, partner?
Buck Boost! Buck Boost! I think it's a cosmic monster!
What's it doing out there, space cowboy?
Sure looks like a cosmic monster!
Is it heading our way? I wonder where it's going. I guess we'll find out.
Yes, you will find out. This is Mission Control speaking. And we want to let you know that this cosmic monster is heading right towards the International Space Station Earth. And this is happening because the nature shield around the International Space Station Earth has weakened to the point where it is now attracting this cosmic monster.
Hey, Mission Control. That's really bad news. Is there anything that Space Cowboy and I can do to keep this cosmic monster from hitting the International Space Station Earth?
As a matter of fact, there is. You can create a television show called the California Space Cowboy and beam kids aboard your show, aboard a nature throne I'm about to supply to you from the land of ancient Egypt. The more kids you beam aboard your show, the stronger will become the nature shield around the International Space Station Earth. And then, very soon, not even a cosmic monster will be able to get through the nature shield.
And now, I'd like to give you a glimpse of the future and show you what I would like the California Space Cowboy TV show to look like in the studio.
Do you have any questions? If not, then please get busy. Beam those kids aboard. Build up that nature shield and save the International Space Station Earth.
I come from Santa Barbara, California.
Get comfortable now in your rocket seat and come along with us. We're leaving planet Earth right now aboard our rocket bus. Space Cowboy's here, so's his crew from International Space Station Earth. Traveling light years all the time while standing on his turf. Along the journey much to see, collapsing space and time. No dangers here in this dimension, no hate, no death, no crime. We go anywhere we want to go, we think and we are there. Striving for balance in all we do and no need at all for fear.
Hello again, this is Mission Control speaking. Hey Buck Boost, here's the nature throne so you and Space Cowboy can beam aboard those special visitors who will save the International Space Station Earth.
Wow! This thing really works. It's always fun to beam aboard on the nature throne. I'd sure like to ride it sometime myself. Well, we've got work to do now. We've got to save that International Space Station Earth.
Yeehaw! Here we have 3 space cowgirl powers up to bat. And we have Gabriella, Cynthia, and Karen. And Gabriella, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing here today? We just look right over at Buck Boost and let them know in a big loud voice so we can hear you. A teacher. Gabriella wants to be a teacher. My hero. Space Cowboy's hero. See all the people in this hat? They're great people. They walked on the moon and did all these other great things. But the teacher, is critical. The teacher is very important. When we see our teacher, it goes like this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cynthia, let's talk to Buck Boost over there and let him know what you do and why you're here and what's your name and all that good stuff.
My name is Cynthia. I'm 10 years old. I want to be a dolphin trainer.
Dolphin trainer, wow. So Cynthia wants to train dolphin, and that's an incredibly intelligent mammal. And how about you, Karen? What are you doing?
I'm 9 years old and I want to be a doctor.
And you want to be a doctor. So we have a teacher, a dolphin trainer, and then Karen wants to be a doctor. So can you tell us a little bit about your experiment here? What it is?
It's a hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon. Excellent. And how does your project work? What is it? But how does the real hot air balloon work? Just like that. Isn't that incredible? They call that lighter than air. How long did it take?
3 hours.
3 hours. So it took an hour for each one of you, right?
I don't know how much it took. Like 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes? No, it took a lot longer than that. So do you know when the first hot air balloon went up? How about 1783? That's when it went up. Yeah, Versailles. Right out of Paris. That's where they launched the first one in 1783. Isn't that incredible? You know what the first riders were? A sheep, a duck, and a chicken. Those were the first riders. And then the same year they launched 2 people. 2 people went up after the sheep, the duck, and the chicken went up. So isn't that interesting how that works? And it was a hot air balloon. And that's right now we're at sea level, but what happens if we go up on a hill? Can we see farther? So can we see farther if we're in a balloon? We can see a lot farther, can't we? Right now we're limited. Our eyes can only see 2.5 miles over the horizon. But in a balloon we can see a lot farther. So guess what time it is now, ladies? The caw-haw. It's time for the caw-haw. So what we want to do now is we want to select a thought experiment from the caw-haw. So let me open that up for you. Oh. You're up, Gabriella. What's your say?
Search for the future.
Search for the future. Why not study the past? Isn't that how we're going to figure out what's happening right now? And maybe we can look into the future as well. History. History's a great thing. Doesn't history sometimes have a way of repeating itself? It does, doesn't it? Cynthia, you're up next.
The past foretells the future.
So when we study these animals that have been around for 450 million years, wow, maybe we can, maybe we can understand what's going to happen, you know? It's kind of interesting. We can go into the dinosaurs and we can study what's inside their stomach and we can tell what they were eating way back when. And we can,
That's nasty.
well, that's science. Yeah, that's what they do in science. Okay, Karen, you're up next, young lady. Space cowgirl.
Focus and specialize.
Focus and specialize. You've now specialized. You are now so much more valuable to society and her people. Congratulations, ladies. That was wonderful. Good job. Oh, ye Buck Boost.
Space Cowboy,
Good to see you again, sir.
we are back again.
We are battle ready.
We're riding the range, and God knows what's behind us.
It was a real storm that we just rode through, Buck Boost.
I had a tie for a while, and I lost it.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. That's all you lost was a tie on that run?
No, my hat was white before too, partner.
Boy, that was an incredible storm.
How did yours stay white the whole time?
Well, it's just what we call hard work, perseverance, and dedication, Buck Boost.
Interesting. You know what? I didn't have any gray on my beard either.
Well, I had hair on my head once upon a time too.
Well, we know that you do those ballistic re-entries, and that's a problem.
That's a hot challenge.
Why don't you show the folks the Band-Aid you got to keep up there on top of that heat shield, under that hat?
Yeehaw!
And how'd that happen, partner?
By constantly dropping in head first.
Into all them places that we visit.
That's right.
We visit a lot of places.
We certainly have.
But I don't think I want to get too close to what's behind us out there. That's, I don't know about that.
You know, back on Earth, there's about 300 countries, plus or minus. But up here, it's unlimited.
It's so unlimited. I wish the food was unlimited up here, too. Like a buffet.
Yeah, fortunately, I love my protons. Just sucking down the krill, bushel after bushel. That's how we do the protons up here, Buck Boost.
The horses seem to be getting the same kind of nourishment, too.
And they keep getting bigger and bigger. So fortunately, we have plenty of feed up here.
Huh. It's kind of a fortunate thing. It makes all that stuff that's behind us. People say, there's nothing out there in the universe. Well, just look behind us.
Well, really, there's everything that there is on Starship Earth, but it's in infinite numbers out here.
Hell yeah. And the whole thing is infinite numbers.
However, when we do go beyond the stars, we treat the resources like they're finite, like they don't end. And that way we get the highest and best use, the highest and best yield for every resource we come in contact with, Buck Boost.
Now, did you say finite or infinite?
Well, up here, it's infinite.
Infinite.
On Earth, it's finite.
Now, how can there be a finite Earth in an infinite universe, partner?
Well, because there's probably plenty more Earths out here.
I wonder how many there are. We've come across a few.
Yeah, we've had a good time.
Yeah, you know, and they keep them all heated and cooled and stuff growing on them and all kind of stuff. We even get to dock the horses every once in a while.
Yeehaw.
Man.
Gotta take care of your mount.
Yeah, you know, sometimes these places when you go to tie up the horse, they got this like invisible tie-up post.
Well, invisible to some, visible to others.
Well, it's visible. Oh, boy, he's getting a drink again, huh?
Yeah, he's drinking.
That's a thirsty horse you got
that's
there.
it.
Huh.
Okay, Proton.
Is that enough drink?
Let's go, partner.
Come on.
Yeehaw.
You know, Proton, do you think his head's kind of down? Do you think he's scooping up all those, you know, protons?
He's in a feeding frenzy, Buck Boost.
He's kind of a little tired, maybe.
Yep.
Fell asleep with his head into the food bowl.
That's exactly right.
It happens sometimes. Huh. Hasn't happened to Stardust yet, but, you know, that could happen anytime. He just pulls them reins and goes on strike.
Yes, sir. As we ride that range of infinite change where it's basically just one spontaneous adventure after another.
Interesting.
Very
well,
interesting.
You know, on a future ride, we might be talking a little more about some of those new adventures we go on.
That would be a wonderful thing because we believe, Buck Boost and Space Cowboy believe, that there's only so much we can do in the classroom environment, and it's
time
to go on a field trip. Yeehaw! It's time to participate in a mission of discovery.
A mission of excellence.
Aw.
Hey, you know what? Buck Boost has never tried that. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, I better put that back on. Kind of matted down there. So we'll see you on a future ride there, Space Cowboy.
Until we meet again, happy vapor trails.
Happy vapor trails beyond the stars.
Yeehaw. And now stand by for the NASA retro video. Yeehaw.
one, all!
Once again, the bright blue planet of Earth rises over the lunar horizon. For those who had witnessed man's landing in the Sea of Tranquility, the moon would never again appear quite the same. July 24th, dawn in the Pacific. Apollo blazes across the heavens, coming back to Earth at 25,000 miles an hour. President Richard Nixon, who had talked with the astronauts by telephone while they were on the moon, was waiting aboard the recovery carrier to welcome the returning voyagers. The president later expressed the nation's response to this historic mission.
Some way, when those two Americans stepped on the moon, the people of this world were brought closer together. That it is that spirit, the spirit of Apollo, that America can now help to bring to our relations with other nations. The spirit of Apollo transcends geographical barriers and political differences. It can bring the people of the world together in peace.
To protect against any possible lunar contamination, the astronauts put on airtight special garments before coming aboard the rescue ship. They transferred directly from the helicopter to a mobile quarantine van, in which they would be flown back to the Manned Spacecraft Center in Houston, Texas. July 27th. The journey was ended. They were home again. Ahead lay 3 weeks of isolation, medical tests, and mission debriefing. Then visits to major cities of America and abroad. The details of their unique mission would be relived and remembered so that others might learn what they had learned, and that future travelers in space might build upon their experience. The rock and soil samples brought back would be examined and analyzed by scientists in many lands. They would reveal new insights into the origin and the age and the composition of the moon, and perhaps new knowledge of the Earth as well. Already experiments left on the moon were sending back revealing new information. The mission was successfully completed. The Eagle had landed the first men on the moon, and Columbia had returned them safely to Earth. Wherever man journeys tomorrow across the ocean of our universe, history will remind him that Apollo 11 was mankind's first encounter with a new world.
The first manned moon landing is an event never to be forgotten. Next time, we'll see the story of another landing. Until then, this is Jim Burnett saying goodbye from NASA's Lewis Research Center in Cleveland, Ohio.
Howdy folks, here we are at Mount Vernon, Washington, and what we're looking at here is Mount Vernon where George and Martha Washington lived, okay? And this is an incredible plantation. Buck Boost and I have been going around checking everything out, and this plantation is so well put together because everything works. It was a totally self-sufficient community. I mean, they had everything here. They had all their food on the table at night was the result of everything that they're doing here with the sheep and the horses and the pigs and the fields, the wheat, the corn, the carrots. They had everything. They grew everything here. And that's how it used to be. Back in those days, it went like this. I help you build your barn, you help me build my barn. And we were just thankful to be able to help each other. No matter what time somebody showed up at the door, we were just thankful that we had friends. And that's how it used to be here in the 1700s and 1800s. And it's changing a little bit. We're evolving, we're growing, we're learning, and everything's good. Today is a beautiful, bright, sunny day, although we do have a front coming in, so Buck Boost and I will be out of here just before the snow arrives. Probably tomorrow morning this will be entirely filled with snow, this whole area, because we're going to have a snowstorm. Thank you so much for watching our show. We totally appreciate that, and we just love to give you that edutainment back. You watch us, we give you edutainment back. Yeehaw. Together we're a team. Together as a team we are unlimited. We are right now in the Masonic Temple in Washington, D.C. Look at this statue of the first president of the United States of America, George Washington. It's a yeehaw, patriotic kind of day. Yeehaw, America and her great, great people. This is the chair that George Washington donated to the Masonic Temple right here. And this is the original portrait of what really George Washington looked like. Look at right behind me, that's Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. America and her great, great people. And now it's gonna be happy contrails for Buck Boost and Space Cowboy as we sail back over to the West Coast. And as our aircraft is climbing up out of the gravity well, she'll be hollering out, Yee-haw!
Hey, this is old Buck Boost here, and I want to let you know that I am really enthused about the exciting results happening from the girls and boys who have appeared on the California Space Cowboy TV show. Not only are these young adults performing the critical task of building up the nature shield, but I have also been informed by their teachers that many of them are gaining new self-confidence skills from appearing on television, and they are also developing an increased new interest in the wonders of science. As a result, these new science enthusiasts probably have a head start in life that may reward them for the rest of their lives. So, if you or anyone you know would like the experience of being on the California Space Cowboy TV show, give old Space Cowboy a call at the Endeavor Center. Area code 805-734-1747. He will be happy to talk to you about appearing on a future show. And while I'm on the subject of the Endeavor Center, I would like to invite you to visit the Endeavor Center, which is located near Vandenberg Air Force Base here in California. For specific information about the Endeavor Center's inspirational space and science programs, take a look at their website at www.endeavors.org. Well, you take care now. This is old Buck Booth saying, over and out.
Figure out your special mission as we reach beyond the stars. Imagination will take you there as your vision soars with ours. Many dimensions travel today, our journey goes on forever. Horizons joined across the miles, imagination is our tether. Space Cowboy's been there long before, he lives beyond the stars. Breakfast on Pluto, lunch on Mars, no distance is too far. You can always come along as we travel past the sun. But always, always keep in mind, Space Cowboy is not for everyone.
We are Americans and we are responsible. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Right.